that's nice. What do you think? I love having like those kind of songs in the background. I came back from Spain recently and I am just so excited to get into summer reads. I want to read summer books. You're here for what I want to read this summer. We are starting with books who are coming out this summer that I'm really excited about. First of all, Daphne Perry is releasing her newest book in the Eden series. If you don't know the Eden series, it's the famous small city book series. It is romance. We have Indigo Ridge, Juniper Hill, Jasper Well, Garnet Flats. I already said in my What You Should Read This Summer that it is a summer read for you. She's releasing a newest with about Lila in the Eden's family. Apparently it's about her getting assaulted in the street and then having to help this detective just find out who did that, because he did something else. I forgot what. This book is coming out on June 15th. There is so many books in June. 2 days before Crimson River, we have Love Theoretically by Aliaza Wood. Yes. We have another one. I didn't know that there would be so many books in this universe, kind of. Let me see what it is about, this one, because I've been reading it, but I don't know what it's actually about. Oh, okay, so we have Elsie, who is actually getting paid to be a fake girlfriend. That's kind of a second job. One of her biggest clients' brother is working with her, close to her. They're working in the same environment. So we also have a workplace romance. I am personally someone who loves Aliaza Wood books. I don't have a problem with a bit of cringiness, with the way they are. I just love those books so much. On June 9th, we have Reckless by Elsie Silver. The last book, I think it's the last book in the famous Chestnut Spring series. It's hard for me to say Chestnut. This series is also a small town series, but with a bit more country vibe than the Edens. Because even though the Edens owns a ranch and everything, I feel like most of the books are more in the city aspect. Small town but still city. Chestnut Spring is more small town but ranch, like country boy. And I think in Reckless we have a single dad, a single father. I think there is a child somewhere in there. Apparently they have a one night stand and she ends up pregnant. I don't usually like this kind of trope. For example, the goal in the Briar series was about that. The Off-Campus Briar by L. Kennedy was kind of a accidental pregnancy, and I personally hated that book. I don't think it would be my favorite in the Chestnut Spring series, which is Heartless. I love this book so much. I'm really excited to read Reckless. So that's all for the books that are coming out soon. Now we will talk about books that are already coming out and I want to read this summer. I would love to finish the Magnolia Parks series. I read the first and second books on Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates. I still have to read Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home and Daisy Hates The Great Undoing, I think. I don't think it's the end of the series. Hi, it's the next day. I'm not gonna lie, for a moment I was like, do I just lie? But I had to do some makeup. And I'm not a liar. My dad got home early. I just couldn't film when he was there. And we have a new car. Apparently, there is not another book in the Magnolia Parks universe announced for now. So I don't know if Daisy the Great Undoing is the last one or not. Maybe. I obviously really want. I've been talking about this for so long. But I want to finish annotating the first one. It would be nice. The next series I want to read is, I actually heard about it by Rachel Catherine because I think she read all of it. But it's Calamity Montana by Willa Nash. I think it's the other name that Daphne Perry writes by. All I know is that the first book is called The Bribe. There is a lot of cover with shirtless men, but they got remade, so now we don't have Shirtless Men anymore. But I think it has the cowboy vibe. I should probably read the first synopsis. Yeah, they're talking about a bison. I think it is about cowboys. So I think it might be a cute little series to read this summer. I also really want to read Carrie Soto is Back, but I think I'll be reading it in a series very soon. I know it's about a woman tennis player, so that could be nice. Plus, I'm currently getting into tennis. Then last year, everyone talked about the memoir I'm Glad My Mom Died, but the woman who was on Victorious, I think. Not Victorious. She was on iCarly. I don't really know that woman. I was not a Nickelodeon kid when I was younger. Everyone talked about it. Everyone loved it. I have to read it because I have FOMO currently about this book. Then 2 books that just everyone on BookTok were talking about last summer is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid and The Summer of Broken Rules. I don't know anything about either of those books. I know they're about summer. I think both of them is about a group of teenage kids. I don't know what it is about, but it's really screams summer. Just to prep myself for the upcoming movie in the whole Hunger Games saga, I really want to read The Ballad of Songbird and Snake, because I've read every single Hunger Games books when I was younger and I was obsessed with them. My favorite was the last one. This book had a chokehold on me when I was younger. I never liked a book that much. Last year I read the first book in the Bridgerton series, and then earlier this year I read the second one. I think I would like this summer to at least read the third one. It's An Offer from a Gentleman. I'm pretty sure it's Benedict's story. I feel like those are the kind of books that just screams summer because it's easy to read. You don't have to really think about the whole thing. Another book that I think might give me the same vibe is Better Than the Movies. I've never read that book. I've never read any book by Lynn Painter. I've heard Eddie Fan talk about it so much. I think it's one of her favorite books ever, and obviously it's her favorite author. Another book talk very heavily influenced need to read for me is Love Another World and A Thousand Boy Kisses. I've heard so many talk about those books, but I never read them. I need to start reading the book because when I hear so many talk about a book, then I'm curious. But I'm not doing it, and it's staying in the back of my mind. I'm like, I need to know, especially Love in Other Words. And one of my best friends, Camille, just Love in Other Words also. So she's waiting for me to read it. A really big flaw of mine is that I start a lot of fantasy series and then I never finish them. Even though I like them, but like right now I don't know how many. I should figure it out because I think it's a lot. There is a lot of fantasy book that I just read the first one or the 2 first and I'm like, I love it, but I had to read something else. But then I'm never going back to them, even though I want to know the rest of what is going to happen. Like, for example, The Red Queen. I love the first book. I actually need to read what's gonna happen, but I still have not, and it's been like 2 months now. So that's why I would like to read A Woe of Thieves. It's the second book after Dance of Thieves, and I love Dance of Thieves so much. It's so hard to say for me, but I don't know why I've never read the second one. I think because the first one was enough. I didn't feel like I needed to know more because I kind of was like, the epilogue is not existing, I'm not hearing anything. Last summer I read every single The Samaritan Pretty books. That was just not my thing, but when I was younger I bought every single books from To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and I've only read the first one. So I think this summer my goal would be to read the second one and the third one. It is Forever and Ever, I think. Pour toujours et à jamais. And this one is P.S. I Still Love You. They're not that big. I think I can get through them quickly because I really want this year to finish my physical TBR, even though I don't know how many books. And the last book, which is very big, and I've been trying to read it since I was like 10. I was really young when I started reading it, but I want to finish Narnia. This book is so freaking big. There is 7 stories in it, and I've only read until, I think the most I read is the 4th story, and I'm not even sure. This year I read really big books. This one is not even, I think it's less than Kingdom of Ash. Yeah, it's not even 900 pages. So it's less than Kingdom of Ash, but I read Kingdom of Ash on my Kindle, so I don't know how little the book was actually written. If I actually read this book, it will be one of my biggest accomplishments because it's been a long time waiting. And an honorable mention of a book I would like to read, but I don't think I will. Maybe, I don't know. It's another Taylor Jenkins Sweet, and it's One True Love. I think it's the one. I'm scared of reading that book because I don't like love triangle. I don't want to fall with the wrong man in the love triangle. And my best friend told me that she wasn't sure I would like it. I don't like not knowing what is going on, but I will probably still read it because it seems very interesting. That's it for what I want to read this summer. If you have some books that you really think I should read, please tell me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. That would help me so much. I will see you very soon for a lot of new videos. Bye!